what made me reach.
Club selling out of the hitters doing steady. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ready. All I talk about it, that's what really made me. Hustling, that's what made me. That's what made me reach the never had a mentor. Only one Scarface. I met her.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see who can claim Big Apple bragging rights. It's the New York Giants and the New York Jets on Monday night.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw is Rodgers. Open man here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Rodgers now to throw. And check down, complete to Hall. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Holding offense.
Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. We're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to the ground with Hall. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find it.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Being chased out left. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Jones. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Coleman?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before break. Jones. His throw incomplete. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 23. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Give to Hall running right. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, New York.
Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. How did he stay on his feet? And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Gets through, and now an opening. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Jones throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Jones under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gano's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is put a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So now Jones and the Giants down 7-6. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away. facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And I'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And he stopped immediately there.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Jones. A quick throw there is incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Rodgers with a keeper. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, You think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.